everyone. I'm Craig DeGeorge. On behalf of the World Wrestling Federation and Coliseum Video, welcome to Volume 12, the latest in the outstanding official WWF home video series, The Best of the WWF. Welcome my new host, Johnny V. Pleasure to have you here.
It's always nice to be here, It's
Johnny,
always nice, my man.
We have a new look here at Coliseum Video.
Yeah.
And I guess you could say Brutus Beefcake is giving you a bit of a new look. Would that be fair?
If you want me to stay out here with you, young man, don't even refer to Brutus Beefcake and the new look, or I'll give you a new look, and not even a Band-Aid will take care of, Pally.
Oh, that's vicious stuff, Johnny. You
It is.
have a big weight advantage, too, by the way.
Well, let me just tell you something. I got a brain advantage, too.
All right. Now, to keep our video cassette the most exciting sports entertainment available, we are introducing two new features, Johnny V, to our Best of the WWF series. First, the Dark Match. Contests that have never been and will never be televised anywhere. In fact, unless you were in the arena live on the night they occurred, that was the only place you could see these battles. And you can catch it right here, though, because you have Coliseum Video. Now, for the first of these exclusives, former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champ Tito Santana facing the Ugandan headhunter Kamala. Second, Johnny V, many fans have written to us requesting matches from the great early days, going back in the World Wrestling Federation. And in response to these many requests, we are starting a new regular feature, Coliseum Classics. And the first of these, a true tag team classic. The one-time scourge of the World Wrestling Federation, the Mysterious Mongols. They'll face Pedro Morales. He's teamed up with one of the true voices of the WWF, none other than Gorilla Monsoon. I bet you can't wait to see that one. Add that to this, the Fabulous Moolah, King Kong Bundy, Bobby Heenan, The Machines, Paul Orndorff, and George the Animal Steele. And you have another star-studded program for your permanent home video library with this, Volume 12, The Best of the World Wrestling Federation. There are observers of the WWF who simply refuse to take Kamala seriously. After all, the guy needs a handler and a manager to get him in and out of the ring. He's totally undisciplined, and he certainly does not have an athlete's build. However, this individual at 6'6" and over 440 pounds is surprisingly agile, and he's been matched against the top competitors in the World Wrestling Federation with very respectable results. Now we've got him here against two former holders of the Intercontinental title. First, Ricky Steamboat, and then against Tito Santana in a never televised bout, a Coliseum Video exclusive, The Dark Match.
Jim Chi not liking that turn. Look at the maneuverability of Ricky Steamboat.
Well, that's the way he can win this match, Dick.
He's got to be fast.
He probably won't be able to outmuscle him, just too much of a weight difference. But if he uses his speed and his maneuvers, he may be able to get the win.
Well, I don't know that I want to go this route if I were Ricky Steamboat. There's a lot of weight behind this. Well, Craig, what a psych job.
I don't know if he heard you, Dick, but he's not going to win a battle of strength here, although, of course, the Dragon is powerfully built.
Beautifully built and very agile.
Yeah.
Quick as a wink. Kim Chi got a little advice there at ringside on the apron with Kamala. Kamala decked out with appropriate body ornamentation.
Yeah.
Mr. Fuji doing his number with a cane directing.
You don't have a pair of those Hawaiian shorts for the summer, do you?
Yeah.
They're very stylish, aren't they?
Very.
They sell them all over the place.
Steamboat. Caught a size 14. And down goes Steamboat. The man lays a reverse kick on him. Kamala did a job on Steamboat and now has him at close quarters and may just decide to pound him into the floor of the ring. Mr. Fuji.
Fuji walks fine, Dick. I really don't know why he needs that king. Have you ever walked? He walks fine.
Yeah, I know he does, but he uses that thing. We've seen him actually trip an opponent.
Yeah.
Right to the ribs, a chop to the head on Steamboat by Kamala. Where's he going, to the top rope? No, Fuji says get back in there, get at him, don't get fancy. Tear him up, punch underneath under the arm. It maintains pressure onto that.
Is there a weight test, a pound test on these ropes, Dick?
Oh, yeah. Well, look, Jim Chi's distracting young Joe Morello, the referee, and Kamala doing his number right against the ropes.
And Fuji used that cane.
Yep. He loves to do that.
I think
Steamboat.
the referee's got to keep an eye on Fuji when he's out there because he gets that cane in there 2, 3, 4 times during the match.
For sure.
Just unfair, especially when the other wrestler does not have a manager.
Well, there's Fuji, an onlooker, sits ringside, and Kamala literally tearing at Ricky Steamboat.
Very good, Kenji,
Mauling
very
him.
good, very
Nothing
good.
fancy. Very good, says Mr. Fuji. Yeah, great. Keep it up. Kamala. Oh, look. Are you kidding? The Giant.
Very good.
The Giant literally shoves Ricky Steamboat, lifted him up and just shoved him away.
Well, he's not Mr. Technical in there, but
No, nothing fancy about him,
as far as
Craig.
raw power goes,
Nothing fancy about him, Craig George, at all. Here are a couple of karate moves and chops by Ricky Steamboat on Kamala, who kicks him in the midsection, gives him a jolt. I couldn't tell for sure, but I thought he caught him with an open hand, sort of a karate chop. Kim Chi moves around the ring wherever his man is. That's a powerful-looking man, that Kamala. Look at the weight on him. 406 pounds. It may be a lot of fat, but I'm telling you, he's powerful. Look, slam that head off the ring floor here at the Spectrum. Kamala. Steamboat gave it every shot he could to the midsection on Kamala. Here's another shot.
he hasn't been able to do much with him, though.
No,
All
he
those
really
shots.
hasn't. Go take him into the ring corner. Oh, he bailed out just in time.
Well, that's the way you can do it, using the outside elements, some smarts.
Well, Kamala gave it all that weight, 406 pounds, right into that ring post. And now Ricky doing his number. He's got the tree tottering, gives him a flying shot, and the tree just about ready to fall over.
One more shot, maybe.
Whoa! Still the tree totters but does not fall. Oh, Kim Chi catching a leg.
That Kim Chi, he's not just a communicator. And Steamboat gives him a shot or two.
Steamboat. Oh! A flying chop to the head by Steamboat on Kamala. Mr. Fuji decides it's time to get involved. And there's Kim Chi grabbing an ankle on Ricky Steamboat. He's kicked aside. Kim Chi went down. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, man alive. You talk about a body slam.
Oh no!
Oh. 1, 2, 3. It's off the rope. Oh, I can't believe it.
What an impressive outing by the Ugandan headhunter.
This guy really did a job on Ricky Steamboat.
But definitely tainted, Dick, because he had help from both sides. The cane from Fuji, and of course Kim Chi, who was doing a little more than just communicating in that language of.
The winner of this bout, the Ugandan headhunter, Kamala.
All right, let's watch the events leading up to it.
Well, this is awesome power here, Dick.
He takes all that weight, shifts it over his head, literally throws him down, and that's about all she wrote. Look, no time to bail out. He gets some leverage off the ring ropes, comes flying down with 406 pounds. Steamboat being helped off currently, by the way, by the referee. There's 1, 2, 3, and that's all she wrote. The winner, Kamala over Ricky Steamboat, and that is it, fans.
Here in Rockford, Illinois, Kamala getting set to take on Tito Santana. And of course, Johnny V, the instruction, the communication from the Wizard and Kim Chi, the two who probably are the only two that can communicate with the great Ugandan.
Well, I don't know. You see the camera there focusing on Kamala. He's got that half moon there on one side. Get the camera off her. Get her on this Kamala. This is the... Look, this kid... I don't know how they communicate with this guy.
Johnny V.
Well, the Federat's one thing, but let me tell you, he's looking beating this stuff. Look, now here's a picture that tells 1,000 words here.
Wow.
Look, this guy is totally mesmerized by the fact he's saying, who in the guy's name am I standing across this ring against Kamala? Why have I signed for a match against this beast from Uganda.
And what do you have to do to beat this beast from Uganda?
I guess you got to be a beast yourself. In other words, you'd have to turn into a beast, you'd have to turn into an enraged animal just to keep your sanity as well as your health.
You have to toughen up a bit. And of
Sure,
course,
look.
Tito Santana here giving up a lot of weight to the
Look at him beating his stomach there,
Ugandan
Craig.
headhunter.
Of course, the Tito Santana, we all know how fast. Whoa!
Whoa.
What's this guy doing? A USC cheerleader routine or what?
He missed Tito Santana, thank you.
Man, he looked like Georgetown University out there going wazzo on the guy. Tito, go ahead, Craig.
Well, thank you, Johnny V. Former Intercontinental Champ giving up a lot of weight here against Kamala. Kamala now with the hug around Santana.
But he's so strong, Craig. He just manhandled him. Look, Tito ducks and comes back with a haymaker on this Ugandan champ.
That's exactly what he's going to have to do in the match to stay up with the Kamala, certainly.
You can see that Kim Chi out there giving him some kind of road sign, some kind of, I don't know, hitchhiking routine or something out there, man. I tell you what, this Tito may have bitten off more than he can chew up.
Well, Tito's got to be aware that it does not become a 3-on-1 match with the Wizard and Kim Chi able to stick him from the side.
Exactly right. That right there, the Wizard lurking right there in the
Yeah.
foreground. Over, whoa!
Big
Almost
miss by
over the top
Kamala.
rope there.
Santana's got him from behind now. A couple of chops to the back.
He's got this Ugandan man in a situation. He's kicking him. That's the only way you're going to fight this guy.
Well, he's giving
You're not
up-
going to wrestle him. You're going to fight him.
Hey, he's giving up 200 pounds, Johnny V. That you have to use different kinds of tactics to beat Kamala.
Right. Well, this guy looks like it could be a little bit of a trouble, but I'll tell you what, though. You see the kind of bullets kind of bouncing off this guy. He's putting his left hand up into the sky.
What
Look
is
at the kisser on this guy. Was this some kind of a ritual these guys are doing? Or what?
No.
I wish he'd put that thing down because, I don't think the guy's a right guard man,
Certainly nothing at a GQ
No.
on the opponent's side of Tito Santana. What is Kamala doing, Johnny V?
He wants
What
to
is he-
give
what is
this guy a test of strength. He wants to see how strong this Mexican champion is, this Tito Santana. And Tito's out there looking at the Wizard. And the Wizard, I think, is saying a few words to try to intimidate Chico Rico Tito Santana.
I think there's maybe a rain dance or something.
Could be
no?
a rain dance. It could be, I don't know what they're doing. I'm pointing to the moon. There's no moon inside the Rockford Civic Center.
I don't think Kamala is aware of that just yet.
Wait a minute. Could be the third base bunt sign for the Baltimore Orioles. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I know as much as you do
Well,
anymore.
Tito Santana obviously is lost as well. He's just staring at Kamala as if to say, are you kidding me? What is this?
Of course, now you know this is a dark match, And a dark match, you know what that is, don't you?
Never seen before anywhere, except, of course, for the people here in the Rockford Civic Center.
There you go, very right. A dark match is a match that's never been on television.
That's right.
That's exactly right. And we're watching it right along with your fans here, no doubt about it. As you still see this left hand and this huge, massive hand pointing at 12 o'clock.
All right, why isn't Santana going for the midsection now? It's a good opportunity for Tito.
He's just trying to sucker in Tito Santana, Craig. Don't be stupid. Look, he went over and kicked the Kim Chi's hand. And you know something? I think this guy, look, he must have a little compassion. He wanted to go over and see his manager as you see Kim Chi complain to the referee about what Santana did to him.
Well, Kim Chi now being instructed to get off the ring, get off the canvas, and get outside where you belong.
Right.
Kamala is still doing this rain dance or whatever the heck it is.
He's pointing there. I don't know. He's trying to. Maybe he's looking for somebody to give him a basketball to show he can palm it. I don't know.
Either that or he has some fans or friends that he had left tickets for in the upper row here at the Rockford Civic Center. Maybe
You never know. Maybe he's
waving
hanging
hello.
wallpaper at one time. I don't know what the guy's doing or he's pointing to a UFO. There he does it again.
It's certainly one of the most unusual matches you will ever see, and it's never been seen before on television.
I'll tell you what, Craig, if I was coming through the Ugandan River or something, I seen this guy on the other side, I'd be the first thing smoking. That's what he wanted to do.
Oh, he's trying to crush Santana with the hand.
That's what he was trying to
He's
do.
grasping him. He drew Santana to his palm, and now he's taking advantage of Tito Santana.
There you go. As Kim Chi nods approval.
Well, there is some...
Guy's missing a few chiclets up there, isn't he? That guy is missing some fangs, ain't he?
Well, 450 pounds of strength crushing Tito Santana's hand now. How long can it hold up, Johnny V?
As long as Tito Santana will let it, because you see Tito at a disadvantage, and the advantage going to Kamala, but look, ever so slightly, and up now, you see.
Yes.
Look, let's see how things happen. He kicked the hoof of this Kamala. Kamala come back with a huge chop, and Tito moved out of the way.
Certainly an Achilles heel for Kamala. Does not wear any shoes there.
No, he
Any
has no.
wrestling
No, but
shoes.
look, the thrust of the Adam's apple sends Tito Santana down and in pain.
Well, a shot to the great Ugandan's feet. Not enough for Tito Santana at this point. And now Kamala trying to put the pin on. This could be it. He's got Santana down and in a precarious position there.
There's no doubt about it. This man's like a huge panther, like a leopard out of the jungle that's thrust himself upon Tito Santana as referee Marty Miller tried. I don't know how this Marty Miller can even communicate as you see the vast viewing audience here at the Rockford, thousands of people at the Rockford Civic Center. And a huge chop by Kamala.
Kamala is controlling the match once again, and Santana looks to be out of it. He's just hanging on to the rope. And now, look at this, 450 pounds now on his back.
Can you imagine 450 pounds on your back, Craig, when you're down there hurt already? As outside you see this Kim Chi edging and cheering on this Kamala.
I'm not sure he's doing just cheering there with that little stick.
Well, he very well may do more than that. He's been known to do that, and also as the Wizard, as we see there. Tito Santana in trouble here at the hands of the giant Ugandan Kamala.
Kamala now trying to pick up Santana, perhaps put the finishing touches on. I don't know if he's trying to show up Tito.
There's a side kick from Kamala, Craig, and rams his head. Wait a minute, Tito says enough of this and comes back with a haymaker, a kick, and he rakes the eyes of Tito Santana.
Well, Kamala again took a couple of chops, but Johnny V did not appear to affect the great Ugandan. And Kamala again in charge.
Yes, he's certainly dominated this match here so far. Of course, Tito Santana, don't count him out yet, man.
No, sir.
No. He's met the best of them. However, I don't believe he's ever wrestled this Kamala. He's never really wrestled anybody the likes of Kamala, nor have really anybody, actually.
And Kamala has taken care of Tito's palm, his back, and now he's working on the neck area.
Part by part of the body. This guy's trying to dismember everything.
That's pretty vicious. Oh, but a good duck by Santana gets a couple of chops to the stomach. Finally appearing to shake Kamala. Crowd going wild here at the Rockford Civic Center.
Tito Santana coming back here now, Craig. Let it winding up with the big haymaker. He's hitting that rope and, he was tripped out there. He was tripped out there by the Wizard.
The Wizard tripped Santana. Kamala may benefit from it.
Hey, that was it too, man.
He did.
1, 2, 3. The victor right here, Kamala. There's no doubt about it, there's no doubt about it that he was aided by the Wizard who tripped Tito Santana. And then the big splash of the 450 pounds on Tito, but Tito's come back with his gut and drop kicked him over the top rope.
Well, Tito getting the last laugh here as he finally was able to shake Kamala, but then the Wizard stuck his hand in and tripped him. That led to the pin, but at least Santana was able to drop kick Mr. Kamala out of the ring.
Well, he's a gutsy guy, that Tito Santana. He was down, but not out.
Back in 1986, the Machines were enjoying playing the thorn on the side of manager Bobby Heenan. On this particular encounter, the mysterious masked man from Japan brought a not-so-surprised partner into the Boston Garden, a man billed as the Piper Machine. And of all the meetings between the Machines and the Heenan family, this was perhaps the wildest.
Roddy Piper just gave some of the fans here in the Boston Garden at ringside a little sneak preview of his visage.
I notice that left leg is wrapped up pretty heavily, Gene. Oh, look at that. Playing a little peekaboo.
All he's doing is taunting Heenan, Bundy, and Stud.
I love it.
Roddy's going to have some fun with this one. Heenan's going berserk.
Bell's gone. We're underway here. 6-man tag team action in the Boston Garden. Gorilla Monsoon at ringside with Mean Gene Okerlund. And this should be a beauty.
This should be a classic. A classic.
Heenan didn't waste any time getting out of the ring, Gene.
I suspect Heenan is going to do nothing more than direct traffic for his two big men, and big they are, Stud and Bundy. And it looks like the Super Machine is going to kick it off for that trio.
Starting it out with Big King Kong Bundy. They announced the Machines at 1,046 pounds combined weight.
Well, you take a look at Bundy, 468. Stud at 367. Somewhere in that area.
Yeah. A lot of tonnage out there.
I would suspect this ring was reinforced prior to this match.
I should hope so. Bundy starting off like a house of fire on the Super Machine. Look out, avalanche, no, nobody home.
Oh, he tried a
high cross body, finally got him down. Referee right there, no. The brain reached over.
Tried a clothesline, then tried that press.
clothesline didn't have all that much effect, but the high cross body certainly surprised him.
No neck.
No.
No neck on Bundy. Head and shoulders, that's it.
Comes a big guy.
Big machine. You care to speculate who that might be?
Wow.
I don't want to put you on the spot, Gorilla, but you've been around this great sport for a number of years.
Aren't too many guys that look like that, that carry that kind of body weight around.
I know that.
Somebody thought it was me. But somebody questioned me about it the other day.
Well,
but
close.
There isn't any kind of a clue I could give, Gene, without giving it away, giving his identity away.
You know who it is?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Off for the ride. Shoulder block has no effect on Big John Studd.
Look at cheerleader Heenan over in the corner.
The immovable object running into the irresistible force. Oh, look at Piper wants the tag. And the crowd wants Piper to get the tag. There it is.
Oh, this place is exploding. There he is.
Let everyone take a good look.
Piper's son.
He'll have to be careful on that bad wheel, mixing it up with Big John Studd and Bundy. Studd doesn't waste any energy at all, Jim.
No.
Irish whip in, look out. Backdrop went for got a sunset flip. I don't know if he can get him over. Yes, he does. 1 count only. Well, Piper is on fire. Heenan comes rushing in and immediately runs out the other end. And Piper now going to work on everybody.
Look at him, lightning fast. And he is electrified. The Boston Garden.
Puts the tag rope around the neck of King Kong Bundy and tried to get his hands on Heenan, but didn't make it.
Piper is supercharged.
He's having a good time.
Is he ever? Thousands of fans on hand this week here in the Boston Garden having fun with them.
Absolutely, giving a little bow to his partners. And Big John Studd decided to take a little hike ski for himself. Referee quick to count him back in there.
Listen to this joint come alive. Causeway Street and the Boston Garden Rocket this week with the machines going against Bundy, Heenan, and Studd.
I think the whole north end is rocking.
It is.
Look at the Weasel looking for an opportunity.
I told you he was going to direct traffic.
Oh, look at that! Backfired shot. Oh, he poked him right in the eye. Studd laid one of those big forearms right on his own partner.
He got Bundy. Oh, now Piper getting Heenan.
Oh, look at this. It's a foot race. And Heenan gets inside. Now he's caught out the other. He's quick. I'll give him that. Heenan escapes once more. Oh, look at this. He's going to work on that damaged left leg.
Oh.
Studd really putting the boots to the torn lateral collateral ligaments in the left leg of Roddy Piper. He suffered at the hands of Ace Orton and the Magnificent One.
That thing, of course, was the size of a watermelon. You know, you were there. I was there when it happened.
Absolutely. Roddy in the wrong part of town right now, getting triple teamed. And look at this now. Bundy continues the onslaught on that left leg. Here comes the machines trying to help. Referee put them out. Roddy's in deep trouble.
Look at Bundy. That 468 pounds jumping up and down on that left knee.
Tag was made to Heenan. Heenan is now the legal man inside the ring. And look at this, and he goes to work on the knee. He got caught.
That backfired.
But that leg is hurt of Roddy. He's trying to make it back to his corner and keep Heenan in there at the same time. I believe the tag was made to Big John. Roddy really not able to put a whole lot of weight on that thing right now. Oh, what an elbow.
Piper better get a tag. If he's smart right now, that's what he's going to try.
Absolutely, or this thing will be history. Another quick tag made to Bundy as he steps through the walking condominium. as they're really doing a number on Piper. Watch out. Oh, he ducked underneath that big roundhouse almost. Well, maybe he didn't. He grazed him with it.
I think he must have got a piece of him.
He grazed him with it.
Piper's not going to go down like that.
It was hard to tell from our vantage point, but I thought he went underneath it. Obviously, he did not.
I don't know if Bundy is going for the mask right now. Apparently so.
Roddy unloading with lefts and rights. Right in the breadbasket. That may be the weak point. He blocked that one, though, and nailed him again. Piper very close to his own corner now, and the Machine's trying with all their work to make the tag. Heenan, the legal man, in once again.
Well, you talk about being a capitalist. Heenan tried to headbutt Piper.
That didn't work. He didn't do his homework. Close to the corner, but still not able to tag as Bundy continues to unload with the heavy artillery. I thought it was over.
One of the Machines getting in there in all due respect. Piper's got to get out.
Absolutely.
He's overstayed his welcome.
Won't go a minute longer if this kind of abuse continues on Piper. Trying to make that tag, but look at the strength of Big John Studd with one arm. He was just pulling Piper back away from that corner. He poked him again. There was a chance to tag right there. Now Roddy makes it. And the Big Machine is in there unloading on everybody.
Is it the Big Machine or is it the Super Machine?
I don't know, Gene. What is it?
I'm lost. Oh!
He almost got 15,000. Well, he's not going to get it anyway. He owes over 150 now, Gene.
Heenan won't pay.
No.
He'll stiff him.
Owes over 150 grand right now to guys that have slammed Big John Studd. The list is getting bigger and bigger. Elbow by Bundy sends the Big Machine down to the canvas. And Piper now is the cheering section for that team. Oh, he missed the knee drop. Big Machine just got out of there in time.
That had to hurt.
I don't know. I seem to see a lot more continuity on the team of Studd, Bundy, and Heenan than I do on the Machines and Piper at this point in time. Well, that clothesline was a little bit low. Caught him right around just below the sternum area, but still enough to knock the big guy down. Oh, talk about your power. You're looking at it right there. Over for the cover. 1 count only. Piper cheering the Machine on. You can hear him in the background. And Heenan down in the neutral corner. Referee trying to get him back. No tag made, though. Didn't make it that close. Watch out. Hold together ropes, please. Oh, the big guy put his head down and got caught. A tag made, and Piper's back in there. Bad leg at all, and he got caught coming through the ropes by Big John. All right, takes off the mask. And Piper unloading with everything he's got.
It's that phenomenal boxing background of Piper.
Studd turned the tables for a moment there, but got rammed in. Oh, look at this. Piper slamming Big John.
2. Oh!
And an elbow. Over for the cover. It's over.
You said continuity. It just fell apart.
Unbelievable.
Studd, Heenan, Bundy beat themselves.
Absolutely true.
This place has gone bonkers.
Pandemonium here in the Boston Gardens as Piper and the Machines get a tremendous victory over Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy, and Bobby Heenan.
The winners of this match, the Big Machine, the Super Machine, and the Piper Machine.
Oh, you talk about excitement. This is what the World Wrestling Federation is all about. Dejected Bobby Heenan.
Little dissension in the ranks, Gene, as they're having words now between Bundy and Studd. Studd is the one who really should be complaining. After all, it was Bundy who dropped the elbow on him that actually cost him the match.
Absolutely. Well, there's dissension in the ranks. I hate to leave this. It seems like Heenan is kind of taking Bundy aside.
Well, he wants Bundy out of there. I'm sure he'll get it straightened out in the dressing room. Let's go back and take a look at what went down here earlier on. Here's where Roddy takes the mask off. He said, that's it for this. Whoa, right in the kisser with it.
Watch this. Look at those right shots and a left or two. A number of great, good, solid uppercuts. Look at Piper.
Watch this phenomenal move here. He didn't want to go, but look how fast Piper gets out of there. Oh, watch this strength and leverage move here by Roddy. Oh, look at that.
Even with the bad pin, Piper manages to get stood up, and Piper now
goes down for the cover, and here comes Bundy. Look at Roddy watching him. Oh, look at that. Bundy drops the elbow right on his own man. Referee right there. Heenan tries to make the save, but unsuccessfully.
Wow, what a matchup.
Tremendous classic six-man tag here in the Boston Gardens.
Well, Johnny V, you are part of this Coliseum video extravaganza, not only as my co-host, but rather as a competitor in the ring. You might recall when you took on one Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and I would presume not to even comment on this. I'm going to let you take care of this one.
Well, you'd be doing me a tremendous favor if you, in fact, would not comment on this particular match,
All
because
right.
I, as a matter of fact, am not going to comment on this match. You know, it's about time that this Coliseum video can show the people exactly of the physical prowess that Luscious Johnny V still possesses. You
All
know,
right,
this
Johnny,
particular
why don't we
match,
just take a look at
I
this
gave,
match, okay?
Bravo and-
This next bout is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing in the ring from New York City, weighing 250 pounds, Luscious Johnny V. The opponent, soon to be making his way to the ring area from San Francisco, California, weighing 263 pounds, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake indeed, going along soon here in the Boston Garden with Lord Alfred Hayes. Look at, he's got all the barber tools with him as well.
Even the barber's jacket. Just look at him. And he's happy about something. Look at that grin on his face.
Got all kinds of things.
Several combs.
Look at that strange-looking haircut he gave the Luscious Johnny V.
And Johnny V not very happy about that, and not very happy about the situation he finds himself in here now.
Well, it was a lot of dissension amongst the members of the Dream Team, and it all came down to this. We saw it all on national television, where he really did a number. Gave him that, well, I don't know whether I'd like to have Brudai give me a haircut.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he'd be the gentlest, do you?
Well, if that's any indication of the kind of work that he does, I'll pass on it. Tried to jump him from behind, but Brutus right on top of the situation and going to work immediately.
I would say that he knows Johnny V's tactics inside out.
Not only is he upset with the manager, Luscious Johnny V, he is extremely upset with the Hammer and with Dino Bravo.
Big slam coming.
Well, there goes the New York City boy.
And it looks like he's on his way back to the dressing room.
Referee
Has he had
laying
enough?
the count out.
No, he's coming back in. The police are sending him back in.
He's stunned and hurt right off the bat here.
He certainly got a taste of what Brutus is all about in those brief few exchanges.
If somebody did that to my hair, I think I might just go ahead and take the rest of it off.
Yeah.
Anything's got to look better than that.
He certainly came in the hard way too there. Pile driver coming up.
Well, Brudai didn't give the pile driver, but he rang his bell for it.
Johnny V not faring too well.
Beefcake in control right from the outset. Look at, he thinks it's the referee. It's the barber.
Yes, and now he knows it's definitely not the referee.
Just unloading as we get a count from this capacity crowd here in the Boston Garden.
A nice little half dozen there.
Big Beal coming up out of the corner. Wow. Snapped him over with it.
Oh, look at the look on the face of Johnny V, who is no mean wrestler in actual fact.
Former co-holder of the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship.
Yes.
That doesn't happen by accident.
No, and very few people remember that.
Went downstairs and momentarily
stops the offense of the Barber.
I wonder how long this will last, because Johnny V doesn't seem to be in the greatest of shape, and yet Beefcake is very trim and looking really good.
Well, Luscious Johnny knows how to hurt you, and he's got Brudai in trouble right now. Irish whip coming up, no reversal, as the Barber sends him in. Sleeper hold, right in the center of the ring.
Trapped him nicely there, right in the center, and V weakening very, very quickly.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake about to put it to sleep. His former manager, Luscious Johnny V, right in the center of the ring, I believe, indeed. The lights are out.
He's going very quickly.
He's sitting right on the leg of Beefcake, or he'd be down on the canvas.
Down he goes.
He's asleep. Come on, ref.
Now, what do you think he's got in mind?
Well, we could see a little more barber shopping, shall we say.
A little of the tonsorial arts, do you think? He's thinking about it.
Oh, there's the sign for the scissors. Let's get the official word.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Oh, he's got the scissors out.
Step here.
I wish he had his clippers instead of that shears.
Oh, the referee's spoiling the fun there. He's taking the scissors away, quite rightly, of course.
And Luscious one is still out. Beefcake looking for support from the crowd, and he's getting it. Referee insisting that he bring him out of this.
He'll have to, of course, otherwise he faces a suspension.
He doesn't want to, and he doesn't.
No.
Referee's threatening to reverse the decision here. That'll change Brutus's mind.
I think so.
There it goes.
Oh, my word.
Luscious Johnny V doesn't have a clue what's gone down. He'll know when he gets his paycheck. There's tremendous crowd approval here for Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Let's go back and take a look at some of the Goldilocks trimming done by the barber here in Beantown.
A snatch of the locks of Johnny V. A little scissor work there, and off it comes.
Well, some of you may only know Gorilla Monsoon as a commentator, but of course, Luscious Johnny V, you and many others know much better than that. He was an outstanding wrestler, and now we're going to hook up with him and Pedro Morales against the International Tag Team Champions, the Mongols.
Well, thanks to this Coliseum Classics, you know, Monsoon, along with his partner Pedro Morales, going up against these Mongols. It's a devastating team, these Mongols, with the shaved heads and the ponytails and the antennas sticking out front out there. Monsoon used to be one heck of a wrestler,
yes,
and
he
I've
was.
got the scars to prove it from that half-wit. He slammed and shot me many a time.
All right, Johnny V, let's take a look at this Coliseum Classic. This Coliseum Classic dates back to the late 60s, the Philadelphia Arena. And Johnny V, what an interesting matchup. The International Tag Team Champs, the fabulous Mongols, you remember them, Beppo and Guido.
I certainly do.
605 pounds.
And you see our current broadcaster, Gorilla Monsoon, in his heyday here. He's flipping in here, Beppo Mongol, falling with a kick and a big chop. Was only Monsoon could deliver those chops. And of course, his tag team partner on the outside out there, Guido Mongol. Craig, you see him watching the action.
That's right. Now, Monsoon, at this point, the Asiatic champion. Morales, who is his tag team partner, the United States champion. And a very interesting finish here because this was different than today where you have a one-pin victory.
In the early days of the WWF, they required that all tag team matches, championship matches, can be won or lost in a 2 out of 3 situation there. So it's a 2 out of 3 fall matches. It was the only way that you could win or lose a match.
Which made it difficult because you had to beat them more than one time.
That's exactly right. In other words, you'd have to beat these Mongols 2 falls to win the match. As you see Monsoon going over the top rope and onto the concrete floor there at the Philadelphia Arena.
World Wrestling Federation, then known as the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. And look at Beppo and Guido there on the left of the screen. What about those hairdos, the Q hairdo? That's real colorful.
Right, that's the tip of the hair. They would call the front part of it would be the Q. Of course, I guess your standard ponytail. But these two were really a real awesome champions. I remember at the time. Of course, you see the smaller of the two there, Guido Mongol flinging Monsoon, who was some 400 some pounds himself, into those very turnbuckles there. And this was an awesome team of the fabulous Mongols.
Monsoon into another turnbuckle. Look at the strength of Beppo Mongol, who obviously is giving up a lot of weight to Monsoon.
Right. Now, I said he's a smaller, of course. Now, Beppo, the quite larger of the two, was well over 300 and some pounds. The other one was just a mere 260 or 255.
Yeah, mere, huh?
Yeah, very big man, too.
Guido
of course,
and
Monsoon was well over 400 and some pounds, as you see here, Craig.
Oh,
Guido
my.
Mongol coming off the top rope on Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, he got a good foot into Gorilla Monsoon. United States champion Morales and Monsoon, the Asiatic champion. So we had a lot of championship flavor, certainly here at the Philadelphia Arena.
Looks like a 1-2 and a 3 fall. And there's
there
the
it
first
is.
fall.
Okay, the first fall. But again, you have to win 2 out of 3 to win the match. Beppo and Guido Mongol, the International Tag Team Champs, need just one more fall here to win the match, Johnny V.
Yeah, this second fall is in progress right now, and you see Guido Mongol on the outside, and you see Beppo Mongol with a full Nelson on Pedro Morales right there, and they're double teaming Pedro Morales, and he's in the wrong corner at the wrong time right now at the Philadelphia Arena.
You've been at this arena before. What are the wrestlers feeling? What is the sense of the feeling at the Philadelphia Arena with the crowd and such?
Well, there used to always be a near capacity, or always a sellout there. Every 2 weeks, every Saturday night, we'd find ourselves at the Philadelphia Arena there as Gorilla Monsoon tried to come back into the ring and help his old buddy Pedro Morales, and you see Guido Mongol right there being flung off by Pedro Morales, and down goes Morales, and down goes Morales for the second time.
Oh, Guido showing his strength again with the smaller Morales, but now Monsoon is in there. He's got the bear hug now on Guido Mongol.
Wait a minute.
Beppo snuck in
Beppo from the outside, and that Beppo's 350 some odd pounds.
Well, he sizes up a little better than Monsoon, no question about that.
As you see Monsoon down and Guido Mongol down, and here comes Beppo to the aid of his partner.
And he's giving a couple of big feet there to the head of
Gorilla
Gorilla Monsoon.
In fact, they're both kicking him. They're double teaming him.
Right, now, why isn't Morales getting in the ring?
It looks like he just answered your question right there, and you can see some of the crowd out there rising to their feet because Philadelphia is going to find here. Wait a second. Monsoon looks like he's had enough. I believe, in fact.
Oh, boy, if this is a submission, that would end the match, of course.
Yeah, what happens?
And give the victory to Beppo and Guido. It looks like they are sensing victory.
Looks like Monsoon has submitted.
I don't know. Let's pick up the announcement, perhaps.
The referee has disqualified the Mongols. The winning team of the second fall is Morales and Monsoon. The second fall.
It is all down to this at the Philadelphia Arena. The Mongols winning the first fall. Then Monsoon and Morales got the disqualification on their opponents and took the second fall. So this is it, Johnny V.
Okay, now you're going to see Guido Mongol here squaring off against Gorilla Monsoon. A chop by Monsoon, another chop by Monsoon. He's still suffering a back injury there, but Monsoon being as tough and rough as he was in his day with those chops, getting out of the ring. Here comes the U.S. champion, Pedro Morales, with a drop kick on Beppo Mongol. Another drop kick on Guido Mongol. Here goes this Latin. He is going bananas here at the Philadelphia Arena.
They put him away right here.
1, 2, and that 3 is the fall. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute now. Do we see the official? I don't know about that,
Looks
Johnny
like it
V.
to me.
The crowd is certainly going bananas.
Yes, sir. Looks like a 1, 2, 3 to me.
And it is. Okay, so it is Monsoon and Morales coming back after losing the first match and taking it. Johnny, let's pick up this replay in slow motion. Here the match changing because Monsoon becomes the setup man for Morales.
Exactly. Monsoon chopping away at Guido Mongol, chopping away at him. And these are working as a team as they always do right here. And here you see Morales with an uppercut. He's going to go over and he's going to drop kick Beppo Mongol from the outside. He's going to drop kick Guido Mongol. And looking for him again, another drop kick by Pedro Morales, the U.S. champion. And he's going to pin right here Guido Mongol. 1, 2, 3 as Monsoon comes in there to watch his back.
Well, devilish tactics are nothing new to manager Bobby the Brain Heenan, but luscious Johnny V, what he does in this upcoming match with Paul Orndorff against George the Animal Steele is, in my opinion, an all-time low.
Well, let me just say this, Greg, that, you know, things a person has to do what they got to do in life to survive.
Come on.
And this is a situation where George the Animal Steele, I understand he wrote away to the Lonely Hearts Club, and they wrote back and said, we're not that lonely.
I don't know if he wrote that.
I, in fact, know he wrote that. And they wrote back and told him, the guy's a half-wit, they put his brain in a canary and wind up going backwards on you. Let me tell you something, George Steele's a sick puppy, and if he thinks for any moment that Elizabeth would consider this guy towards some kind of romantic affair, he's sicker than I think he is.
Unorthodox man in professional wrestling today, George the Animal Steele.
I would have to say the most unorthodox man ever in professional sports.
Absolutely fact. Look at this, slid right in under the bottom. Oh, look at, he saw the poster of Elizabeth. Oh, look at Heenan's tearing it up. What a despicable individual. Look at George, he doesn't understand.
No.
Doesn't have a clue. He's going after Heenan. Look out from behind. Orndorff lowers the boom on him.
Well, another Heenan ploy that apparently is worked and executed to perfection.
No question about it. Probably laid awake a couple of nights thinking about that. Because if you don't get the upper hand on George the Animal Steele, he has the capability of putting anybody away. Orndorff unleashing now with everything he's got.
Heenan's absolutely no good for Orndorff. Oh.
Look at that. Give me a break. Look at this. The guy's in the ropes. He's been in the ropes for the last minute and a half. And the poor excuse for a referee that's in there is still letting him lay there. The Animal on his feet now, taking a chop right out of the forehead, or trying to, of Mr. Wonderful. And it's the Animal now, who's on fire. Oh, look at this, he's going after that turnbuckle. This could be a downfall of his, too, one of his fetishes. He had Orndorff in a compromising position. Oh, look at that. He just took the turnbuckle completely away and rams Orndorff's face right into that exposed steel.
Maybe the throat.
Things getting wild here in Madison Square Garden. Look at this, the Animal now going after the Brain. It's a foot race. And the Brain's headed right for the locker room. And George the Animal Steele right after.
And a count. The count is going on here. Gil Roman is counting. He's got 4.
Well, this would be a miscarriage of justice if George the Animal Steele is in fact counted out of the ring.
Well, he's back now. He's made it back.
Orndorff waiting for him, but the Animal beats him to the punch. And now it's Orndorff who's out on the concrete here in the Garden. And 22,000 plus saying you.
George is going back to the remnants of that poster.
He's trying to put it together, Gene.
Not all the pieces to the puzzle are there.
Do you think we've seen the last of the Brain for the evening? Highly unlikely.
I'm sure he's going to be back out here. Now, they're taking advantage. George Steele still picking up the pieces of that poster that were torn, were shredded earlier on by Heenan. In the meantime, Orndorff's back in the ring.
Orndorff hurt, but he's got something in his hand as well. Oh, he nailed the Animal with it. Got some kind of a foreign object he obviously picked up on the floor, and there it goes outside the ring. The Animal doesn't care. He just wanted to see what he could put back together of that poster.
Well, I think that was
completely infatuated with Elizabeth.
very unfair of Mr. Heenan to resort to something that low.
Well, he's not beyond that, Gene. That's right up his alley. Doesn't surprise me a bit. Orndorff doing a number right now on the Animal. found something else. Oh, he's got the cable off one of our handhelds.
May lose a camera.
He just about lost one. Can't tell from our vantage point what's going on right now, except that he probably's got it around the neck of the animal. Yes, he does. Why is that not a disqualification, Gene?
Don't ask me. Ask that bozo in there.
God almighty.
Roman had just cause to call that match the minute he brought that cable wire in and wrapped it around the neck of George Steele. If you don't shut him down here, where does it end?
I don't know.
How far are they going to take it?
A little late there, coming into that corner with that elbow, and the animal is long gone.
$60,000, $70,000 camera.
Look at this. Animal going to work on the bicep, tricep area, the arm. That's his favorite maneuver. And he'll try to put you away with that flying hammerlock. He's going to go to work on that arm right now.
And look at he's stepping on it with the left foot and banging on it with the right foot.
Here it comes. Puts it in a hammerlock position, then picks you right up. And all that, oh, look out, he in his back. He's got another poster.
Another poster.
I can't believe this. And the animal now going after Heenan once again. Told you we hadn't seen the last of him, Gene. Animal with a steel chair. Referee is lost it.
Paul Orndorff, I think, is
lost it.
Is a little dazed by it all.
I believe the animal struck the referee with a chair, just a glancing blow. Too bad it wasn't a full shot. And once again, from the blind side, he gets nailed by Mr. Wonderful. Look out. He's got the steel chair as well.
Watch out. Oh, he blocked it.
The animal caught it right in midair. And now it's the animal who's taking control once again. And it's Orndorff running for his life.
Oh. That came perilously close to Paul Orndorff.
I do believe we've had a disqualification here. Should have disqualified the referee. Orndorff, your winner on a disqualification. A little miscarriage of justice here, Gene.
Here's a man, justifiably so, that is confused by it all.
Absolutely. I'm a little bit confused myself.
All right, Johnny, I want you put you in the host seat now. Go ahead, introduce our next match.
This next match is going to see a champion, a Fabulous Moolah, against a challenger, Leilani Kai. And in fact, Kai used to be a understudy for
That's
this
right.
Fabulous Moolah. And I'll tell you what, she can still get in there and mix it up with the best of them, as witness to the fact she is the ladies' champion. And the Moolah is just not a pretty face. You see one, you see them all.
Oh, look at this. Come on, ref. Give me a break here. What does he want?
He wants to check her shoes.
Starting off on the wrong foot, that's for sure.
Well, either foot doesn't matter. He wanted to check them both.
I understand. Over the years, the Fabulous One has met them all.
Certainly has. She's still the world champion.
How many years would you say she's been champion?
Right. 6 or 7.
6 or 7? What, you're a comedian or what? Are you a joker?
Okay, 9 tops.
9.
How many years would you say?
Well, she was champion when I first came into the world of professional wrestling, some 20 years ago, 20-something years ago.
Well, you see, she looks to me like she's about 24 years of age. She just really
I'll tell you this, she looks great, I'll tell you that.
certainly does.
Stays in excellent physical condition. Oh, Leilani not wasting any time, going right to work on the champion.
She's one tough lady.
To take a look at him, you'd say that Leilani outweighed the champion, but that's not the case. Look at this, drop kick and a beauty. Boy, is she fired up. What a golden opportunity for her.
There's where experience pays off.
Take a little hike.
Take a little hike.
Break the momentum when it's all going the way of your opponent. I don't know, Leilani looks to be so upset at the outset of this match that, I don't know, it's tough to be successful.
Well, see, Leilani is a former world champion. She's hungry. She wants that title back. But I think she's pushing herself too hard at the beginning. She should have paced herself more.
You can bet that Moolah has a game plan. Oh, look at that shot.
I'll guarantee you, when Moolah signs a contract, a month, 2 months, 6 months, she has a game plan for whoever she's wrestling.
Come on, ref. There's a handful of hair involved there in those mares. Wow. Hard out onto the concrete. Leilani Kai here in the Garden, and 25,000 plus showing their displeasure to the fabulous ones antics here in Madison Square Garden. Boy, she's had some serious injuries over the years, has she not?
She certainly has.
Moolah now. Oh, I am too. I'm broken ribs, broken her shoulder, fractured ankle several times.
She never complains. She's in there all the time competing. She's a champion.
Oh, headbutt. Haven't seen her use that very often in her career. But she's got it all in her repertoire. She can do it. Oh, look at that. Short clothesline. And out the other side. Wow. Down on the concrete, very close to us here. Leilani in trouble. Oh, she's got the leg of Moolah. And they're going to be both out on the floor here in just a moment. Look out. Rams her right into the apron. Realizing what the count is, Leilani trying to get back in. Uh-oh, look out, coming our way. Wham and ball. Moolah just whacked her with a telephone. And down goes Leilani. Boy, they've both been out there an awful long time. A slam onto the concrete. Moolah really doing a number here on Leilani Kai.
Shows you who's champion, huh, Monsoon?
Can't believe that both of them haven't already been counted outside the ring. What the referee do? Go for popcorn or something?
I think Moolah got in at the right time, about 18. I mean, I was counting along.
I'm sure you were. Leilani ripe for the picking right now, as she's got to be hurt badly. Slammed on the concrete floor here in the Garden.
Took it right on her hip, too.
Couple of boots, not a whole lot behind him.
She wants that world championship, though.
That's what it's all about. That's why we're here. Champion caught one right in the sternum. Now she's hurt. Ooh, nice elbow. We could have it. No. Close, but no cigar. Why don't you just step in the corner and get out of the way and let these two ladies go at it. Let's come out with a champion, whether it be the old one or the new one. Can't make those kind of mistakes with Moolah.
No.
Pulling on everything, ears, nose, hair. She gets away with murder in there.
It's all legal. She breaks before 5.
Irish whip in, look out. Oh, I thought she was going for a backdrop. She just laid her out there vertically and then walked out from underneath her. That'll take the starch out of you, and the wind as well. Maybe we'll see it again. Oh, high cross body by Leilani. Got her down. 2 count only. Well, this thing could go either way right now. Tremendous shot of the capacity crowd once again here in Madison Square Garden, and where Wrestling Federation appears, and it's the hottest ticket in town.
No facility like the Garden, is there?
Well, not that I know of. Has an aura of its own. Look at this. Holding her neck right on the rope, using the hair.
So why don't she get a brush cut like Neidhart?
Why? Why should you have to do that?
Well, I mean, obviously people take advantage of it. She knows that. It's her own stupidity. She should get a nice brush cut.
Single leg pick gets her out of trouble momentarily.
I don't know. She looks to me to be running out of gas, Bobby. Leilani does. Looking like looking for the shell answer man now, isn't she? Step over toe hold is buying her a little time here. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Slammed on the concrete floor here. Took all kinds of abuse. She's entitled to a little breather. Sure.
Should be home cooking, scrubbing floors, though. She wouldn't have to take all this abuse. But find yourself a nice lawyer or doctor with a lot of bread.
You feel the same way about Elizabeth? No. No, I didn't.
No, Elizabeth's a very good manager.
She
very
should
good
be
manager.
home cooking and cleaning. Right. I knew you'd
Well,
express that opinion.
Elizabeth gets put in her place. She knows where Macho Man handles that situation quite well. See, but now Moolah was home cooking and doing dishes and stuff. There are no days like that. There's no man that could control Moolah like
I
that.
guess not. Wow, double axe handle by Leilani. Sends a champion down. Over for the cover. We could have a new champion. No.
Of course, she'd be depriving all these fans of seeing her.
Too bad, huh? It just
Be a
breaks
shame.
my heart. Irish whip in once again. Oh, missed the high cross body as Moolah went right underneath it. Leilani is struggling here at this particular point in time in this match. And Moolah looks like she's caught her second win. Well, she's going to take away any win that Leilani has right now. Oh, look at this. The referee with two hands full of hair on the champion. Absolutely not. That is not the referee's job.
You count to 5 and that's it. You don't touch anybody.
Absolutely true.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't mention it.
I won't.
Okay.
Both of them now pointing fingers at each other. I'll tell you, Moolah won't back down from anybody. Oh, from behind, Leilani Kai plants one in the middle of her neck. Maybe a little bit of opening she needed in the doorway. Drop kick, didn't get up very high with that one. What's the referee screaming about? Oh, look at that. That's disgusting. This referee doesn't have a clue. Moolah with a drop kick in the back of Leilani Kai, who goes down with the referee right in front of her. Underhook from the backside, a 3 count easily. Well, somebody should go in there and be raising the referee's hand. Give me a break.
The winner of this bout, and still World Wrestling Federation Ladies Champion, the Fabulous Moolah.
Well, Gorilla Monsoon is not the only broadcaster who has other talents besides announcing. Now let's take a look at some very familiar faces in very unfamiliar roles.
I should like to introduce to you the manager of the champion, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. Referee Jeff Mutz has counted Captain Lou Albano out of the ring. The winner of the bout, Arnold Sklar.
Mean Gene, what are you doing? You're supposed to meet me out front. It's 5 in the morning, man.
Oh, come on. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Where are we going to go at this
That's
hour?
exactly what we said. The workout start 5 o'clock. What are you doing with that smoke blowing in my face? My God, what is this, Gino?
Well, Hulk, I'm getting ready for breakfast here. I'm going to have some pancakes, a couple of eggs, some bacon before I work out. I was just having a cigar.
Hey, we're going to start out on the right foot. Get that coffee out of your mouth. Hulkamania, Gino Mania, get psyched, man. I'm the Hulkster, Daddy. Come on, Gino. Let's go, brother. Come on, Gino. Come on, Daddy. Let's go. Come on, Gino. Get psyched, man. Come on, brother. Finish up. Get your head right. Get fired up, Daddy. I'm the Hulkster. Come on, brother. All right, Gino.
I'm ready for a beer and a bratwurst. What about it, huh?
Whoa, Mean Gene, hold on, Daddy. I just rounded the corner and I turned around and you were behind me. Back to work, Jack. That's the beginning, Gino. You're next, Gino. You're next.
Me?
You're next,
You gotta
Gino.
be kidding.
You're next. Come on, Gino. Up, Gino. Come on. Come on, Gino. Come on, all the way to the top. Come on, Gino. Out of the Hulkster, man.
Hulk.
Come on, Gino. Come on. Come on, Gino. You can do it, brother. 32, the last flight of stairs. This is a 30-second one. Come on, Gino. For all the fans, man. Gino Mania's running wild. You get the psych. All right, Gino. I love it, man. I love it, brother. All right, Gene, we made it, brother.
Right, we did it! We did it!
We have one more great match to close out this edition of the Best of the WWF. Also, of course, closing out our focus on Kamala. How far this great Ugandan headhunter has come. Now going up against Hulk Hogan, Johnny V.
Wow, he's come a long way. You know, the presence of this Kamala can be felt in any ring throughout the United States, and this, in fact, is going to be the toughest challenge, I believe, that to date Hulk Hogan has ever experienced.
Trapped in the corner as Kim Chi has Kamala. Now he's going to have to get out of there. Champion's going to have to take that belt and give it over to the timekeeper because, in fact, the title is on the line. He'll need every bit of power and strength that he has to try to conquer the power of Kamala.
Gorilla, a lot of people say that Kamala is the toughest test Hulk Hogan has ever had since becoming heavyweight champion.
Kamala immediately off the ropes, and they both collide together like the immovable object meeting the irresistible force. Champion coming up. Oh, look at that. A leapfrog, and he got caught in midair, but manages to nail him with a shoulder block as he comes back. And he's beating the war drum.
Hulkster can't believe it. It's not too many times he comes off the rope with that slingshot that he draws the short end of the stick.
Well, the champ has got to be thinking in the back of his mind about what this guy can do to you should he get you in a compromising position and be able to come off that top rope with that splash. Oh, look at this. He almost got him up. That's 400 pounds plus that Hulk Hogan couldn't get up there. He might have hurt himself, Ken.
He could well. As he went down, you can see him grab for that lower back area.
And Kamala scoops up the champion like nothing. Slams him down to the canvas.
You wonder about the strength of Kamala. He picked up 305 pounds, like it was a sack of potatoes.
The champ down on the canvas, not the place to be with Kamala standing over you, putting those chops right in that lower kidney area. Oh, reverse thrust kick there.
Kamala showing a tremendous amount of agility that may be taking Hulk Hogan a bit by surprise.
Well, he brought that one all the way from the ropes, but the champion was gone, and another chop, and he ducks out of that one. Hulkster's on his feet. And he blocks one more, unloads with a right hand, and another one of his own. And the big guy's reeling, look out. Caught him with a knee right in the sternum. Still unable to knock the big guy down. Champ unloading with everything he's got. Oh, an elbow. Reeling, Kamala reeling, but not leaving his feet. The champ can't believe it. Setting him up now with some left hands. A roundhouse right still. Oh, look at that. Kim Chi got up on the apron and he gets nailed. Watch out, don't turn your back on this guy. Kamala with a double axe handle right in the cervical vertebrae area. And look at this.
The Wizard.
The Wizard.
Threw Kamala that tooth, or whatever that is.
Oh, nailed him right between the eyes with it. The champion down. Referee preoccupied with Kim Chi. As the horn, I don't know, it might have busted the champ wide open. I can't tell yet.
Right there, Gorilla. There's blood coming out of the forehead of Hulk Hogan.
The short-gone tooth of the Wizard thrown in there to the blind side of the referee. Kamala used it, and now the champ is busted wide open.
his forehead.
This capacity crowd chanting Hogan, Hogan trying to urge Hulk Hogan on. It may be too late.
Look at Kamala. He sees the blood. He doesn't know exactly quite what to make of it. He knows he's got the champ in a whole lot of trouble. Oh, he's biting it. Give me a break. Power demonstration by Kamala. Kim Chi trying to tell Kamala to get the pin. Blood pouring profusely from the face of the champion.
Right now, Gorilla Hulk Hogan in more trouble than I have ever seen him. As Kamala stands virtually unhurt.
Another chokehold as he's showing us that power that he possesses. Wizard screaming instructions from one side, Kim Chi from the other. The big guy doesn't seem to be paying attention to either one of them.
I don't really know for certain that he even understands English, Gorilla. We know he doesn't speak it.
Look at the Wiz shouting out instructions. Champ in a whole heap of trouble here in the Boston Garden. Look at that ripping away at the already broken open forehead of champion Hulk Hogan is Kamala. Champ tried desperately to get to his feet. He's made it, but he's trapped in the corner. An avalanche and another avalanche by Kamala. And a third one. Could be the beginning of the end for the reign of the champion, Hulk Hogan, as he sprawled in the center of the ring, on his back, and Kamala now going to the outside.
This has put every other opponent he has faced on a stretcher.
Kamala teetering up there on the top turnbuckle. Look at the champion. He just crawled out of range. Very clever maneuver as he couldn't make it to his feet. He just crawled out of range.
When have you ever seen Hulk Hogan crawl away from a man? If you call Kamala a man.
Well, he knew what kind of impact that splash would have been off the top ropes. You could have kissed the championship goodbye. But Kamala's still definitely in control of this matchup. Never seen the world's champion absorb this kind of punishment before. Chopping the champ down again. Referee taking a look. And the Wizard telling Kamala what to do. There's a big splash. Down for the cover. 2. Whoa, 2 3/4.
I don't know how Hulk Hogan was able to dig down enough to kick him off, and as you mentioned, at the very last instant.
History almost made here in the Boston Gardens as the Hulk able to kick out on 2 3/4, but look at this. Oh, we've seen this before. That adrenaline flowing through the body of the Hulkster. He's hulking up right now. Kamala doesn't know what to make of it. Champion on his feet. Kamala looking for Hulk. Champ's about to explode. A right hand and another. Kamala staggered. An Irish whipping follows him in with a clothesline. But Champ sees the blood and he's gone bananas. Kamala not able to do anything at this point to counter. There's the big boot. Oh, look at that, just smocking now. Kamala, he's going to try to slam him again. He got him up. And the Hulkster off the ropes. He drops the leg. Over for the cover. 2. It's over. $20,000 on their feet here in the Boston Gardens. Kamala doesn't know what happened.
You wonder why Hulk Hogan is the heavyweight champion of the world? Never have I seen the reason better displayed than what we saw here tonight, Gorilla, at the Boston Garden.
Met the biggest challenge of his career to date and put the guy away. Hats off to world's heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan.
The winner and still champion, Hulk Hogan.